Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to DADBEAR.Downtime and another episode, live stream episode of our One Day at a Time SpaceEngineers Survival playthrough. Hope you guys are doing well. Get right into this. Did a little bit of work off camera, as you'll see, and I can kind of show you from here. You'll notice we've got a much larger cavity, taking up that space there. There was a lot of drills, but done there. Don't know if I'm actually going to use all that space. This is actually not like a clean. This was not a clean drill here. Hey Marvin, how you doing? Oh, I'm having a day. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but just I'm getting by. So a couple technical things here. But yeah, doing okay. There was a I didn't get it on tape, of course, because I wasn't recording at the time, but did have a fantastic clang failure trying to drill some of this out. Wish I had gotten on tape, but yeah, so I've cleared out this spot here, and my plan for this area was to kind of create an embedded underground hangar structure that we could off of this be covered. And it won't be fully underground. It'll be partially exposed. I mean, the top will be, you know, above ground doors and such. But anyway, got that. Like I said, I don't think I'll use all that space by any stretch of the imagination. But see, other things I did finish up getting the glass finished on our grinder pit here. So the next step for this will be building up these walls and getting that ranged up as high as we can, going from there. So I'm kind of at a frustrating point when it actually comes to this playthrough, because like I've mentioned before, the mindset was growing that we were getting close to reaching the end of this series, and then of course when the Shepherd's Pride came out of the sky, still for unknown reasons, let's say it reset that, and not super thrilled, or let me say I'm unsure as to where, like, how far to go with this. So that's where I'm at right now. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna start laying out some blocks here for the walls. See how that's gonna go out. We'll eventually have to start taking out this drill assembly. At least most of these drills here, I feel like we'll be taking those out, unless these are at the right. They're not at the right height. it's not just not going to work very well. I was going to say about possibly using these to help drill out this ice here, but I don't know if it's I don't think the way I've got it set up it's going to work like that. So we'll probably end up tearing those down and starting over from there. So let me go ahead and lay some blocks out. Keep moving from there. I did try to catch a little bit, and I know Marvin, you've seen it, but the bit of bonus footage for the Hard Knocks series. Worked on that fighter, birding that fighter. That was something that, believe it or not, it's funny. It was on my mind the entire weekend. I found it quite humorous. Let's see. And all these corner pieces, I'm putting these sloped blocks to help push stuff to the inside. I expect we're going to have some interesting say clay moments, but physics moments when stuff starts getting kicked up by the grinders. And this will hopefully help push it all, push to the grinder area. So that's my hope. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Hey Max, how you doing? I'm looking forward to that test flight too. Just really to kind of get the idea of the performance of it. The more I've thought about it, I'm not like super thrilled with at least the aesthetics of the heavy armor that I placed over the modular cargo container. Just have to see. Let me go ahead and fill in these blocks here, and then part of me that really wishes I could do that. Would love to put in a self-maintenance module here, but there's so much damage around the ship. I feel like it would spend more time working on other parts of the ship that were not particularly a priority right now. So real quick, while I had brought up the Hard Knocks series, I am pretty comfortable with where I've kind of come to morally with the change in tactics that I feel like we're going to start moving into. Being a little bit more aggressive. And again, since working on that fighter, I've been thinking about a lot of this stuff. But at the same time, this morning, I woke up with the thought in mind, it's like, it's great to have all these plans, but we've had plans before. Those plans always seem to get messed up by an unexpected attack from either UTC or the Space Pirates. And after we spent all that time getting the rocket built, I'm a little bit concerned we may still be especially vulnerable to those kind of attacks. So kind of not sure how to go about that, but a little worried about it. Because we just finished rebuilding the rocket. Very happy with where it's at. You know, still a little bit of work to do there, but I'm worried we're going to get working on other things, and all of a sudden the UTC is going to send another Zeus out, and it's just going to annihilate everything. We really need to really need to start looking at what kind of protection we can build into our system. Another side note on that, though, while I was looking around and trying to figure out plans for certain things coming up, I found another access into the interior of the asteroid that I was unaware of previously. It's actually pretty cool. It leads to a completely separate group of chambers. Said that I was unaware of. Should I just? It says I should just try this here. I'm trying to make sure we've got sloped. That anytime if I don't want stuff getting hung up on the side of the grinder pit. So anywhere I can, I kind of want something that's going to push debris pieces back toward the center. Is there a spot? Looks like there. Yeah. So the Hard Knocks series has obviously been getting a lot of my attention. At least in my brain. It's taking up space in my brain. So. Should fall there. Should be good there. Everything should fall there. To the inside. Let's go. And close that off. Okay, that side's good. Let's see. 1 second. Shuttle. Shot. Yeah, it is. Hey, RJ, how you doing? You're doing well too. It's not going to work. inside, so. Also did kind of went back and started looking at this actual planet to just kind of get myself kind of familiarized with this particular planet. Sapermentus is this is Sapermentus Reimagined. That's the name of this mod. And this planet is actually, so yeah, I don't know if if you're thinking about using this planet, let you know, it is somewhat like a more or a less arid version of Pertam. So as far as ice and such, like we've had, I'm not gonna say we've had trouble finding ice. We've just had say more trouble than, or it's just been, it has been more difficult to find ice here. But similar to Pertam, if we were, there are supposed to be craters or valleys that have ice in them, so perhaps larger sources of ice. I'm gonna go ahead and put blocks in here, but I don't know if I'm actually gonna fill those. I don't know if we'll get to welding them. I'm going to be placing them. So this, I think we're going to close off this section. Like this will be the, I'm not going to try to like work any kind of ramping or anything that will take stuff out of this area. We'll have this area pretty much closed off. There. Waste and hydrogen. Take care of it. I feel like that is going to take care of it. Orange shrimp is coming this way too. all kind of coming this way. Got it. Droza way station. It's a long way away. What's that? Never seen that before. That is crazy. Okay. Small grid. I gotta name that. Gotta go get those. Let's see. It's the carrier. Get rid of that. Let's see. This wall is good. I don't think I might need to put a block right there. That's probably good. All right, let's take this up. Take it up to that high for right now. Yeah. Kick anything out from sitting on that. There's a couple of benefits to having these little kickouts at various levels. As stuff gets thrown out of the pit when it gets kicked by the grinders, these little lips can actually be things that stop it and then keep it from going as high. Of course, it's only going to be in particular areas. It's not going to be completely encompassing, but the idea is to limit the possibility of kicks coming out. Might be worth giving this a shot now. Posited. Roll. Clearing these toolbars like I've done in other playthroughs, because this is ridiculous. We need that. Right. This. We got 185 grinders. All right, so we are going to go collect the surveyors that have crashed over here and bring them back for tests. And we've got multiple wrecks over here, so we need to be careful. You can see a few of them. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna come in a little bit so I can. No targeting reticule on this. I'm a little bit bothered by that. We should be able to see that. That's not good. How long do I got? An hour? Okay. Go check this one out first. Wow, he is really underground. Very strange. Ow. And now it's falling further away into the ground. It's nuts. Look at that. All right, he's gone. Wonder if we're gonna have the same issue. buddy. Here you go. Okay, so we got that one. Check some of these other guys out and see if we got the same issue. One, two. Oh, there's another one over here. I'm sure there's 4. Might be over there. I don't know. Let's see what we got here. Planted? Not really. Any access denied? No. Warheads. Turning those off. BC hydrogen thrusters. That's kind of cool. Cannot complain about that. NPC small batteries. Whoa. We got. Seeing any. 4 megawatts. It's input. Okay. Seems like more what we see from normal small batteries. $200 kilowatts. Holy crap, man. Okay, so oh, that's nuts. That is crazy. So those batteries, those small batteries, these little NPC small batteries, have the same output as a large small grid battery. It's crazy. There's the warheads. It's just nuts. Okay. There are others. See 1, 2. Yep. There's 2. See this one. I need that control pad. Sunrise is getting me. Being able to see sucks. Okay. In case that thing blows up, I think I'm gonna try to. Can't do it there, can I? I might be able to. Let's put it right there. Can't. Okay. Off. Turn this off. Relay off. Broadcast controller off. Yeah, I'm totally gonna steal those batteries. We got hardly any hydrogen left. don't think I can put my bottle in there, can I? Can't. Sweet. Panel. Autofill. There we go. Good going. All right. Let's take that. Head over to this guy. See his remote control down in the ground. He's stuck down in the ground, so we might get an explosion out of this one, which kind of sucks. It'd be really nice to get those, but nope, we're okay. Let's get it. Warheads. Sorry, warhead. Do anything about it. I need to go. Okay. Did not. Just like, it's so dumb, dude. I thought I could turn them off, but I guess I didn't. And the other one, anyway, it's dumb. All right. Try to save as much of those as I can. Let's get up to the miner. Okay, so since these have components on it that we're going to want to keep, what I'm going to do is we're going to pick them up, hopefully, without any issue. Shoot. This one, I think. There it is. Okay. Get this one first because it's got, I don't think it's got any power to it, and I don't want it to despawn. I've turned trash removal off, but that doesn't mean anything, to be honest with you. It sometimes happens anyway. So. Okay. And what I'll do is when we get to come on, why aren't we locking? Why is auto lock not on? It's almost always on. Okay. Leave a GPS here. Get back to Shepherd's Pride. So the idea will be to, I'll drop this down inside the grinder pit. We're going to lay it down. I'll go get the others. I'll bring them back. And then before we turn the grinder on, I'm going to go in and I'm going to harvest those parts, pull them out. May even just build something kind of quickly. I have no idea what just shot me. Something just shot me. Did damage too. Didn't change ownership of this. I bet that's why. probably just shot myself. That's awesome. Way to go. Yeah, I'm getting shot. That's awesome. Just freaking awesome. Shoot out an entire... Yeah. Oh, so awesome. So awesome. Ridiculous. Earth. Heaven a day. That one. This one's fine. That one okay. Okay. Other. Flatmo. Seeing anything else missing? parts. Just getting these. What do we want to do with these? Say, what do we want to build? It's gonna have to be small. I mean, it's not gonna be big by any stretch of the imagination, but I still had hydrogen. Just showed it. So dumb of me. Didn't even pay attention what I was selecting. Off. Off. I don't even know what actually like set this thing off. It's not a flight relay. That. I actually had a remote control to throw on here. Back thrusters have all been damaged, so it probably wouldn't matter. Let's see if I can get this thing to... Nope. There's no antenna. Sure. Yep, no antenna. Okay. Gyro. I'm not seeing a gyro. It's a gyro got destroyed. Okay. Let me try this. I'm being a little bit heavier and harder to keep going. I don't know. Pull me down a little bit. But I guess we'll see. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. Could have cost me big time. Yeah, that's why. Buttons getting me every time. Of course, this isn't a lifter. I shouldn't be criticizing it as a lifter. Excuse me. Okay. Should be good there. Let's go ahead and turn all this stuff off. I think these are off already, right? Yeah. Ooh. It's gonna have it. Gyro. Odd. Okay. Get this guy from the nose. Not too much of an issue. So he doesn't move anymore. Off. Yep, okay. And last one. He's in the ground. In the ground. What's up? Take that. Okay. I'm sure there's more than that. Dang it. Oh, we didn't lose all of them. We lost some of them, but we didn't lose all. Okay. Hmm. Here. See if I can make myself. Try to make another. I need a motor, so that'll be a little difficult. Damn it. Stop that. There's some motor in here. On, parking off. Okay. Should actually make it down in the pit easier. Oh, it's not wanting to move still. That's a little crazy. Hmm. Why is it stuck? It should not be stuck at all. Oh, that's why. It had its own little mag lock on. Okay. Whoops. Squish me. Oop. Get on there. Come on. Do it. Let's get going. Go. So again, ideally what we'll do we'll get these the thrusters, the batteries, anything that says NPC. So add. Where's the little? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Got it. Do a capacity. I know what we've got here. Yeah. I mean to do that. Okay, for this one, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 thrusters. 8 if you include that one. The what the heck? You see this? Like some of these are, that's regular. Okay, so that's a regular battery. It's a regular hydrogen thrusters. They were NPC. But now they're not. NPC hydrogen thrusters. Okay. NPC small battery. Still got fluid. Okay, so we can still use the hydrogen tanks. And this one's got 2. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on the tail. Okay. $10, $13. Okay. So this guy here is, what is this? Is this an NPC? No, that's a regular thruster. And if you read the reason why, I think I've explained this before. Hydrogen thruster. Max thrust 98.4 kilonewtons. Max usage 80.33 liters per second. Those are the things we're watching here. The NPC hydrogen thruster should be better. They not. It said 98.4 kilonewtons max thrust, 80.33 max usage. That looks like that's the same. That's the same. Yes. Okay. There may be another component to this. We'll see. I know for a fact that the batteries, by those descriptions, were much better. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Hydrogen thruster. Yep. Okay. 15,000. Okay. And this one's got hydrogen thrusters, NPC small batteries. See, that's crazy. Battery. Nope. Yeah. It's right here. Power capacity, 1 megawatt hour. So that's a large, small grid battery. APC small battery, 1 megawatt hour. See, we definitely want to make use of those. Okay, show them on the HUD. On HUD, please, so we know where they are. Find them, save them. This guy is pretty much useless, if I'm correct. I think I'm still gonna save these thrusters though. Place to put them. Go away. Also want to save the tanks. Yeah, probably don't need to save tanks. I already take. This one has the most complete tail. Here. Okay. I'll save the batteries. Where's the batteries? Bottom there. Strange. Strange place to put it. All right. Not worry about the thrusters. Ugh. Shouldn't worry about the thrusters. Got here. Not the same thing there. Flip this over. Mag plate. Not what I wanted. Having a day. Definitely having a day. Certainly not what. This was a proprietary circuit. Dang it. Not bad. Yeah. I think that's it, guys. I'm not gonna... I got the batteries, which I know are better. The hydrogen thrusters, we don't know, so we're just gonna turn this on and take a look. Wanna play chicken? This is why we put glass on the side. Glass on the floor. Won't harm us. Harm them. Deep enough, though. Now, we can still get killed by this stuff flying around. That's part of the reason why we went so deep. See, that gets kicked. That can get kicked. Way out here. Ooh. So get kicked by debris. There we go. Whoa, where'd you go? I got you. Alright, we get I don't know why I keep ending up over there. Pretty funny. Alright. Well, we have, I will say we have improved safety somewhat. There are still safety risks involved. Keep that in mind. we got whole parts over here, and that's why we'll build these walls up higher. But like they're still getting thrown out. Be good too. What we got here? Okay. Lights on. Scrap. Look around the rim here and find out what we got. Anything else been tossed up here? Here? Anything? Good thing I feel though is that we should have a lot less of this stuff that just kind of, when you don't have, like for me, if you don't have the glass on the floor, you end up with a lot more components kind of inside, they fall inside the grinders, and they just stay there. This tends to keep stuff pushed toward the middle. Not always. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but still have some of these components. If they're kicked out fast enough, they can actually destroy some of these blocks. We'll get those. So I'm not seeing any other loose pieces. Oh, there's one over there. Fine. See if I can move this. Oh. Oh. Should do a lot of the work there. Unless it tilts up like that, so. Move. Take it apart. See, that's the whole idea of the ramp blocks. That one didn't come down with a lot of force, so push all that stuff back down. Whoa. Just got killed again. Ooh. Catch. Oh, there we go. Whoa. That launched way up there. That definitely would have killed us. How far that went. Holy crap. That was crazy. That definitely would have killed us. Should be everything. See if we got anything that happened to make it out of the pit up here. Not seeing it. Alright. I think we got everything down there. Okay. I figured that was a good test. Oh. Pretty high too. Kill myself running into the wall. That's great. Thing over here. Ooh. Thruster. Good thing is all those parts, of course, went into our cargo. So I'll keep, we'll extend those walls. I'm not going to bother putting a roof on it. I have done that in the past with grinder pits, smaller grinder pits. Put a roof on it so that once you put in the ship you're going to grind down, you close the roof so the parts don't get launched out. But yeah, no, I was saying it's like funny. It's like put your grid in there, and then you got to try to play catch using grabby hands. Try to catch it while it's in the air. The grinder pit works, obviously. Let's go ahead and finish laying out those walls. Oh, it's full. I'll just do it like that. All right. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna take a short break. I need to get something to wake me up a little bit. Just grab smoke, grab a quick snack, something. So we will be back in just a moment. And finish laying out that walls for that grinder pit. Be right back. Thanks for hanging in there with me, guys. All right, baby. Go ahead and work these up. I may end up throwing a self-maintenance module on here. Just to this. This is a lot. Fucked. Condor. What a condor is. So I got small grid pieces scattered around. We'll have to find those. Let's take a look at that real quick. Seeing ooh, got a jump drive on there. Huh. Not seeing any guns. Oh, there's a couple right there. If we come up behind, we might be able to get on there and do something. Of course, we have to. I think that's probably the one to go for. Well, shoot. Let's see if we can catch a condor. We haven't messed with IMDC yet. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, we got some. All right. Got a little bit of hydrogen in there. Let's get a control block. Okay. Doors that way. We're going to want to go for the one to the rear. Hoping that will give us the best launch angle. We're gonna have to watch out for the guns, that's for sure. It's further back. don't know if they're going to fire at me or not. Jetpack inhibitor. Spot might be a safe spot. Off. Take a look at that again. Control model. Let's have hydrogen thrusters. That's kind of cool. Do we have any? Did not see any automaton blocks. Should be control module. Should be slowing down if I'm correct. Let's find the door. Company up here. Not seeing anybody. Still under control of something. Let's see. That'd be the AI control module. God. It's not. What am I missing? Main flight seat, hydrogen thrusters. Let's see the thrusters. Those. Some override here. Slow it down. Nope. Not. Okay, so we got a little bit of forward thrust. Off. Should not be moving. Slow it down. Not slowing down. Main cockpit. Yeah, control module. Points. There's no reason why we should be moving. It's turning. We're not turning. Turned everything off. It should be slowing down. There we go. Override. There we go. Later, Condor. All right. It's not terrible. Got 3 hours of hover here. I don't have any hydrogen, so I don't know what our hydrogen. Let's see what we got tank-wise. 1 small oxygen tank, which means the hydrogen operating 100% off of what was in the O2H2 gens, which is probably empty now. It's a different ore icon. I only have the 1 tank. I am just... It boggles my mind, man. That was... There's no forward. Oh, there is. There it is. Okay. I'm going to turn the interior lights on. Terminal, sliding door, show that. Small thrusters. I hate how they did this in the early days. They didn't call them ions. They didn't specifically say ions. Should say ion. Defenseless ship. I'm a little surprised. Do you have an assembler in here? Too generous seat. This just goes to the outside. That's all strange. It's like it's supposed to carry something. Which it obviously could. Not enough space to carry. Come on. Button did. Do you think there's craters over there on the right? I don't think those are from the... I don't feel like those were from the ships, the fighters, the escorts that we... They're there too. We need to go check that out. I want to fly by this, and then I want to go by... There's a dark spot over there. I want to find out what that is. Oh. See something there? It's hard to say. Dark spot over here too. I want to try to check that out. Slippery beetle. Just never know what you're gonna find. See right there. There looks to be a spot. That's all small little craters. Nope, they're filling in. Okay. So you see those deformations, and it's like, you know what? We're just gonna check that out. I'm not sure if this ship could make it to space, but I mean, with the hydrogen thrusters, perhaps. Got a full jump drive. See here. Look at a slippery beetle. See what a slippery beetle looks like. Nothing crazy. go ahead and see what we can do with this small grid here. These are all pieces that were thrown out of the grinder. Right then. Getting rid of those. Control. Isn't a bad little ship. I mean, it's right now. It's got its limitations. Much of a living space is kind of set up for space travel. Drop a little bit. I like to stay outside of the drone call-in range for the CERT guys. The checker on this? Not. Seeing. Not seeing the Shepherd's Pride. Seeing other stuff. Not seeing the Shepherd's Pride. What is going on? Did not delete the Shepherd's Pride. All right. Do a quick load. See what happens. Getting it. I'm not understanding. I don't know. I guess there's a possibility that there's a possibility I could have deleted it. Sure I didn't. If this reload doesn't bring us back to where it's there, we'll jump back out to the main menu and we'll reload back up prior to see what happens. Yeah, that's what I'm. There's no reason for this, man. None whatsoever. Okay, we can see it there. Yeah, it's right there. Beetle. Wait a minute. Okay, I can see the wind turbines, but for a minute it looks like stuff is. And we went from 4 signals less than that. It's there this time. This time. Holy crap, dude. God, that's a long way away. That's a piece of debris thrown from our grinder pit. Right below us. Just to the, like, right there. Look how far that got thrown. It's crazy. Got stuff all over the place. Whole lot in the way of something. I wonder what ship it is. Condor drops from here. That's a drop ship set up right there. It's not bad looking. It's a cool looking ship. Like I said, I think it's a little... I mean, a jump drive is obviously a big plus, but... on first. Something. Oh, there we go. These feet are placed in accordance with the thrusters. Not the big thruster we gotta worry about. I check the I want to take a look at the workshop real quick. While I was writing, I want to see if I can find this ridiculous. Look for IMDC. Is Condor dropship. Not really seeing the drop ship. Take a look at it in the workshop real quick. Very disappointing. Ship gunboat. This is a much more armored version we're talking about here. Same. It looks similar, but it's not the same. Four Gatling turrets. We've only got two. 4 rocket launchers. We don't have any rocket launchers. At least I didn't see any. We might actually have rocket launchers. So, it's 4 main engines are able to bring it to every spot in the universe. The large cargo containers in the rear of the ship can be deconstructed or replaced with something else. This one in the workshop. See if they got other pictures of it. They do. Oh, okay. See what they've done there. Not bad. But again, not the version that we're looking at. See if we can come across it. Modular. I won't do this for long, guys. I'm just, like I said, I'm just seeing if I can come across the ship that looks like it was meant to be on there. Oh, doesn't look too off. It does not look like it has the rear merge block though, which is Hey Ray, how you doing? What weapon can a drone use to snipe your ship? It can use artillery cannons, assault cannon, and railgun. Those are the only 2 that I'm aware of. EP66 C Condor, slightly different version. Got it's transport troops, equipment, landing operation, operated as a FOB. 2 Gatling turrets, 2 rocket launchers, 2 interior turrets, power systems. Didn't see solar panels at all. A jump drive. I didn't see a survival kit. Nope. It's close. Let's see. Let's change our thing up here. We're just going to make a condor, and hopefully that'll... There we go. This would appear to be... Seeing this right, this appears to be a 55 alpha. What? 5. And a cargo hook. This one actually looks like ours. Let's see if we got any other pictures. There's the cargo hook. This is obviously a very early build, so maybe we're not seeing... This looks, for the most part, just like ours. Change to the front here. Sorry guys, I was just hoping to see if I could find something that fit what we had found. There's an A, right? 56 alpha? 55 alpha? Yeah. Let's see, we could, I mean, could replace some of this with other stuff. Said this was originally large cargo containers. At least from that spot right there. If you do it without the jump drive, you can go with one right there too. So. See how our stuff's coming along. Making progress. If possible, we may need more. Oh, no, stuff's still getting built. Get rid of that. This looks when you do. Thought about trying this, but much sturdier looking horizontal rail there. 3. Can get it under here now. Hmm. Should use that or not. Ooh, I think I do want to do that. Burgers. Tell me I have no iron. Yeah. Okay. Production. Guess it's not on. This is why I didn't want to put that thing in there. Thank God, man. Production. Thank you. Girders. It's fun. Ridiculous, but it's fun. What it's supposed to. Okay. More of a marker than anything. Carbon going out. Where did you get the windmills to stack? Ray, that is a mod called Stackable Wind Turbines. And it is I've probably used this mod, Stackable Wind Turbines, longer than almost any other mod. It is one of my top 3, easily top 3 mods. Sorry, to me, it's a common sense mod. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to stack wind turbines. They don't produce more power than the vanilla. They're just stackable. That's all it is. They're not OP. Like I said, one of my top 3 favorite mods all time. To me, it's a common sense mod. It's great. That's not good. Should have done that one a little different, a little higher. Do this for right now. Footprint laid out, at least give me an idea of what I'm looking at.
Power low. Disconnecting browser. Disabling Netflix.
yeah, so of course, I have to make these projects overwhelmingly more difficult than I want. Expecting this to go figure this out. This will all be blended in so it comes out, and we'll have something like this along the sides. So it'll be a above as well as below ground facility or whatnot. So I'm not really sure how I'm gonna get, but what I would like to be able to do is transition this space into there. This will be a hangar, of course, is going to be a majority of this. It's just a matter of how large and what craft we plan to put in it. That does not look good at all. It's ugly. I mean, the angle blocks are absolutely functional, and it just does not look good. Unless we're trying to make an ill-tempered looking grind pit. It looks grouchy. Sarlacc. Maybe. Let's see. Charge up. I'm kind of feeling, just kind of feeling a little worn out today, guys. So we might wrap up a little early today. Just can drag and get out that footprint. I do like that condor. There's honestly, there's a part of me that's like, wait a minute, I've got a ship here with a jump drive. It's got Atmos. It's got ion. It's even got some hydrogen. Like, I could just get out of here. Just peace out and leave Sapramentus. But it's not quite that capable ship yet. We still need a survival kit and some other stuff to make it a little bit more reasonable interstellar or interplanetary vessel. So but I think a good portion of this hangar area, like what we might do with this area that's shallower, the roof may have an integrated landing pad, but then we'll have a separate closed off portion that goes in. Come down, drop down, and go to their respective landing areas. But let's see. What planet are you on? I'll have a look. The other planets in the sky. Okay. So the planet I'm on right now is Sapramentus Reimagined. That's the name of the mod. And while I do, so the planets being close where you can see these other planets in the sky, kind of neat, right? I mean, there's a kind of cool factor to it. But this is a custom-made star system that I made, And I really did not spread the planets out far enough. They're really too close. So it looks cool, but that is so terribly, I would have to say, so terribly unrealistic, even for a Space Engineers game. Just not the, to me, not the this is not the coolest star system. I've made a new one that is similar to this one in that it has almost all the same planets, with perhaps a couple of extras that had come out since I made this one. And I spread them out a lot further. So I like that better. It's funny, for as close as these planets are, we really haven't visited many. We've only we started on Omicron, then here. I can't recall if we stopped. We were on our way to Galados 5, but I don't know if we ever made it to Galados 5. So yeah, let's see. Saw the video of huge hangar doors using pistons. Am I doing that? I don't know yet. I haven't decided how I'm going to do the piston or the hangar doors yet. Yeah, not really sure yet. Except we're not going to use the full depth of that space. And unfortunately, I was trying to be efficient when I was doing the drilling of this out. And because I was trying to be efficient, which means I was trying to go fast and not take my time. This isn't square. I wish it was at this point, but we'll get it figured out. We'll get it figured out. So, I am probably gonna have to find some way to go over and start picking up some of the some of the stuff we have over there. We're probably going to need to. Probably would not be a bad idea to go over to that wreck detector ping at 19.3. Grab that and bring that back. Drop it in the grinder pit. And then maybe start, being a little bit more aggressive. So, just we'll have to see. I wish I was feeling a little bit more energetic today, because I'm encouraged by this, because this was a different slant technique than I've used in the past. It's not that it's something incredibly new or anything. It's just using blocks that I don't typically use for slant. This basically creates a 1x1. Yeah, not quite. Say 1.5 by 1.5. Yeah, 1.5 by 1.5. Because if we use this, and we do this, that's a 1x1 slant. Thinner. Same angle though. See what I'm getting at? It's 45 degrees. Same angle. Sorry, angle. It's just thinner. By using these, 1.5. It thickens up that girder looking support arm. And of course, if you're using these, you're actually doing 2x1. So. And it gives you, of course, a different angle for the girder. We're at more of a 22 and a half degree versus 45 degree. So, never used that block before to build stuff like that. So, it's kind of cool. See if I can get these ground down before it tries to rebuild them. I got it. So we'll keep working. I'll try to come up with a plan for how we're going to do the roof. I want to leave room for this artillery gun. We'll see what else we got we can work on. It's getting dark again anyway. It's going to be difficult. My concern with doing something this big is in my mind. In my mind, I can see it, and it makes sense completely from a standpoint of, look, the ship has crashed, and we haven't lost the capability of the ship as far as production-wise. We have, shelter, usefulness. But it's not recoverable. The ship isn't recoverable. We could not build. The ship won't be space-worthy again. So what do? You build off what you got. And this facility would, that's a huge task. And I worry that while we might get the initial structure done and everything will look kind of nice from the outside and everything, it will never be as nicely detailed on the inside as, like what we put into the lab room over on our, the office space over there, the Sacramento space. So, I don't know. Kind of weird. I will tell you this. It didn't happen, so we don't have to worry about it. But if the Shepherd's Pride had just vanished and phased into the ground, like it looked like earlier, yeah, we probably would not have continued the series. Just because at that point there's something wrong. Ship fell out of space, should not have fallen out of space, and then the ship just disappeared. So luckily that didn't happen. But yeah, hey, I'm just a little tired today, guys. I don't expect to have another stream tonight, but you never know. Tomorrow, expect we will have Let's Make Contact. We may also might get an alter stream episode in. What do we got coming here? Something new. Airship. I hear airship. I think that's not what this looks like. He sure has got a lot of guns. Crazy looking. It's a wild looking ship. Oh, let me toss an idea at you guys real quick. And this is mostly for our Hard Knocks series. So when we captured the Zeus had on board 2 Prototech ion thrusters. We have not captured any other UTC ship. I wonder if any of those other UTC ships have other Prototech components like gyros, batteries, assembler, refinery, etc., etc. Hey Gavin, how you doing? That has, the thought of that has made me think I really need to give going after UTC another thought, another consideration. Because if we can get Prototech components from them, not have to go against the Factorum directly, it might not be a bad idea to give that a shot. So yeah, I got him. Oh, it's not pretty. It's angry. And we're gonna continue building up the walls. I started laying stuff down, and I decided to go ahead and try the self-maintenance module on there to let it do the welding of all that stuff. And in the meantime, we had another ship fly by that I wanted to try to capture, which we did. This was an IMDC Condor. So we do have a rocket launcher. We have one. We have one rocket launcher. That's weird that we only have... That is strange. There's only one. Probably shouldn't be... I shouldn't be bothered by it because I don't really use rocket launchers all that often. Anyway, caught that guy. Had to restart, we had to reload because we came back and the Shepherd's Pride was gone. Everything was gone. Don't know what happened to it. We did run the grinder pit. It worked. It threw some stuff miles and miles and miles away. So I think it'll help once we get some higher walls to help contain it a little bit. Yeah. So we'll have to start planning on grabbing stuff and bringing it over to the pit. I'm just explaining to everybody, yeah, they are a tough shoot. We're probably going to be wrapping up here, just because I'm just kind of wore out today and feeling it. So, but we will be back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll feel a little better. It's just one of those days, I guess. It's been like unbearably hot here. Unbearably hot. Did I put a gravity well under the grinders? I did not. I did not. And part of the reason is gravity is one of the contributing factors to how violently the grinders can kick items out. What's funny is the lower the gravity, and we saw this on Splitsy's Assertive Acquisitions, when they built the grinder pit on the moon, they did not get as violent a kick from the grinder pit as they have experienced in previous. And it's because the gravity is only 1/4 of Earth's gravity. And so it doesn't pull the items into the grinder as hard. And the grinders don't seem to kick them up as badly. At least that was the experience on assertive acquisitions. And since we're at 0.96 gravity here, which is, Earth gravity, that's why I think. And of course, it was small grid blocks. That's another reason they weren't very heavy. So when they got punted well. They got punted very well. So. I'll have to, it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. It should help. Yes, it should help with the items while they're in the air. So I can see where you're going with that. I get it. I don't know. Depending on how much of an issue we have with it, when we start bringing in some larger stuff, we'll see how that goes. Like I said, I think we're going to go pick up the remnants of that reg detector ping at 19.3 kilometers. Bring that over. That'll be a good test of large grid. It's not a huge piece, but we'll be able to kind of really gauge how well the grinder pit works with large grid from that, I think. So, all right, guys. Sorry about cutting it a little short today, but I hope you liked it. I mean, we did get a couple things done, which is cool, and we'll hopefully be able to make some progress here with this series. So, oh man. If you are in a place that's feeling the effects of this heat wave, stay cool. For those of you on the other side of the equator, stay warm. And I hope you guys do all right. And I hope you have a good week. Hope you have a good day. I will try to do the same. Still some scheduling questions going on this week, real life stuff. So if I have to make changes to streaming schedule, I will let you know in a post on the community tab on the channel's main page. I'll take my leave. You guys take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And always, always be safe. Remember, close your visor. Don't forget your dampeners. Watch out for the grinder debris. And I'll see you on the other side. Take care, everybody. See you later, Max. See you, Marvin, RJ, Ray, Gavin. You guys are awesome. Take care, guys.